Welcome, welcome. I am Insurgent Rat, and this is Aurora 4X. So, I'm back in the seat again, and we're prepping to explore Signy. We also have got our little jump gate constructor being built. That's going to take a very long time, which is a little unfortunate. However, given that is happening, we can actually retool this to our newly designed tug, because I believe that we were going to build a few more terraforming platforms after these research labs started finishing up, which will be around the same time that the jump gate constructor gets turned out. So, hopefully not too bad. Timing wise, that is. Oh, that's expensive. Well, yeah, and that's also going to be finished around then. Cool, sweet timing. So you're retooling to the grappling class, which I think was a 60,000 ton. Why do I think? I wrote all this stuff down. I didn't update the sheet, never mind. This game really punishes you for not being an accountant. Yeah, so it's a 60,000 ton ship. So we'll get that going. We are researching better military equipment. We've got some damage control and so forth queued. After this, we just finished a reload speed, I believe. Yeah, reload rate 2. So we could keep going. It's below our, like the point that we said was the tech cutoff. We're still only at 4K here. But I think we'll get the sensors up. And we can start designing some missiles too, actually. So as these labs come online, maybe we will point them at these. We did design the sensors, I think. I want to say we did. We've got the active ones. We did not design the fire controls yet. May as well do that now. So I can't quite remember what these numbers here. I think that's resolution and that's range in millions of kilometers, I want to say, but let's just have a quick check. So the active grav sensor, yeah, so this would be 12 for millions of kilometers, and the resolution is 100. Yeah. Okay, so we can design a missile fire control, and we can just tune in for those numbers. So we need 320 million at resolution 40. Is that too small? I don't really know. Like, we're sort of boned if a fighter approaches. A single fighter could probably kill everything. But yeah, we'll maybe it really would be just smarter to have like a really another. Oh, I guess the anti-missile search center will actually work for fighters, but we could get considerable range because I don't think they're going to be smaller than like 5 hull size or something. Maybe they will. Something to test out in just getting experience as it happens, I guess, is a resolution 1. Is that suitable for fighters, or should we really optimize around something in this range? So we might have 3 sensors deployed. Anyway, yeah, resolution 40, we're looking for 300 million kilometers, 320 million-ish for the fire control. I don't think we have anything fancy to stick in here. Nope, just the... What are the point of passive sensors on a fire control, actually? Can you... It seems to boost this slightly, actually. So, is this kind of the secondary sensor? Because it's not changing the... Oh, it is. Well, no idea. Alright, so we're gonna have to jack this up a little. It does not say what size they are there, but I think... Okay, that's hugely excessive. Let's just tick down. You make these like a third the size, I think, generally. So it looks like we got that point. Either one of those. Hull size is what? How many tons? I want to say 50. Oh, wrong button there. I was looking at it going, why isn't the size changing? Yeah, it's 50 tons. We could go one lower, but I think we'll just put it there. We might actually want to have... Oh no! Apparently you can kind of lay things out in formations, and we might actually want to do that, so we might want slightly shorter range fire controls, but I can't work out how to do that, so I'll play around and I'll figure it out at some point. But yeah, let's do this. And who makes this? Hargreaves Power. Hargreaves Power. So we'll just copy that. You are the missile fire control, and now we need another one at resolution 1. And this should all be kind of magically more or less the right size, because the ratio is constant. Given that it's 50, I think this kind of matters, so yeah. There we go. Alrighty. So there are our little sensor components designed, and we'll need the missile engines designed before we can design the missiles. And we'll need to do tubes and so on, but we could do tubes now, since we have finished the reload rate. But we might be waiting a while, so we might, before we actually start building military ships. So I suppose, since they're pretty quick to research and they're just slapped on ships at the end, best to delay, as we may just kind of sneak in another reload rate and have that pay off. Alright, is anything interesting happening? Let's check the galaxy map and see where we've got ships. We have Summon Wolf 359. Who is doing what in Wolf? Jump Alpha. I guess you just didn't come home? We might have just pulled some people out of Wolf, so... You're pretty full. Is there a reason you were here? I don't think so. So we will say Sol, go home, and then... yeah, refuel, I guess. Alright, now we did do the salvaging in the dead zone, and got nothing particularly exciting from it. Alright, let's take a few more turns and we'll see where we go. Oh, this evening it's Stellaris Federations, which should be pretty fun. I'm pretty excited. It's certainly something, an aspect in their gameplay that's been a bit weak, and being able to do origin stories seems like a lot of fun. Alright, we got 2 inactive labs, and Kent Fabricators finished whatever they were doing, which was a slipway. So, Kent Fabricators, why do you have 3 slipways? Huh. Sure, that makes sense. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm a great space leader. That's how you make something sci-fi, by the way. You just bolt space on top of it. Alright, the labs. So, yeah, let's sneak them in to the missile engines. Power proportion. We're certainly not going to be researching any more agility, I think, or whatever. So these are nice and small, and I think Lizzie is our scientist of choice here. So we've got 2 labs. This will take, what, 5 days? And, yeah. We will also queue up... where'd that other one go? That one. So queued up with Lizzie, cool. We're going to get some composite armor cracking, apparently. Sounds like a good idea. Have some new armor for the new fleet, which will eventually get made. Are we still turn taking, or did that pause it? Ooh. Clicked on a thing in the event log. Wow, that's a lot of reassignments. We might want to get flag bridges, actually, and put a bridge on these ships if we can make the new center ship small enough. What do we get? Composite armor is started. The new drive is started. Civilian ship scrapped. Okay, so damage control is done now, actually. And that was something that I think we might want to put on ships, since it lets them do repairs. Maybe not, though. I don't know what the time scale of a repair is, because we were sort of imagining what we fight for like 15 minutes, making kind of supplying it for anything more than that. Seemed a bit crazy. Alright, we have finished the new missile drive. Let's design them. Ooh, I think I'm getting sick. Hopefully it's not the plague. Alright, so we've got to make a size 1 missile, which we just need this to be warhead strength of 1. In fact, there we go. So this is the blueprint. Now what was the range we need this missile to have? 50 million? Based on the sensors, so... Oh no, it's actually even shorter because that's the... That was the resolution for a single hull size. But a single missile was a lot smaller. So if we jack this to say, it was 40? Did we go to 40? Yeah. So 5 million kilometers. Yeah, we want a really short range. How far does this go? I mean, that's still huge. Can we make you... Yeah. Still tiny. Oh, these engines are now obsolete. Where do we mark them obsolete? It would be here, presumably. They're not under engines. Are they under missile engines? There we go. So we have these two nuclear pulse engines are obsolete. We will kick you off and kick you off. So now it's the small ion drive. How big were you? Total size 0.5. Yep. So we need a little, well, okay, that still gets us 5 million. Got the warhead strength, so the rest of this can be agility, and then we'll see if that's actually an improvement. So how much have we got? 2.9? 2.9. So that gives us, what are these numbers? 95, 57, 28. So if we drop it, and that's worse. 29.4, which looks good. 29.1. So that seems to be about optimum for our weight class, I guess. Oh, my throat. I think this is a huge improvement on our old missiles. We'll just pull them up in a second and we will get a stat. No, these were the NAT. Yep, so we are in the series, just so we have backups. Is there anything wrong with this? We definitely don't need to put armor on it. We don't need to put sensors on it. I wonder if that's effective, if you can like pre-mine space with buoys that fire anti-missile missiles and kind of, you know, like that thing in StarCraft 2, I think where you, the really annoying Terran unit that shoots the doom balls that are frustrating to dodge. That one has a little thing that like blocks all shots. Could you sort of do that? Definitely. Definitely relevant. Alright, yeah, so I think we're good. What's this? Hang on. Replace all missiles from the selected series in class loader. I don't think that's a button we want to push. How about armor? Is there a button for new armor? I guess it doesn't matter because there is no armor on this. Do we need the single layer of armor? I don't think so. Yeah, there's no armor at all. Okay. Apparently this missile costs nothing. Oh no, that's the second stage. So how much does it cost? It's pretty cheap. 25 fuel. I suppose that's something to think about, making missiles that go longer range than you need to because you're lazy about decimal places will waste some fuel. So we will create this design. Missiles cannot be less than 1 missile size point. Okay. So if we go... I mean, that just makes it strictly worse. So, what was optimum? 6. Yeah, 6 was... I guess it goes down if we bought more fuel on, right? 2. Yeah, dramatically actually. So it's better to just make up the missing size in dew points, I suppose. Interesting. Very well. Create. Yep, we want to put it in the NAT, so we're going to have to research that. So what was the... chances to hit? Wow, yeah. We are a huge improvement, like 3 times higher in some cases. About 3 times here. About 2 and a bit here. Considerably more there, I think, and this was... Yeah, wow, we're a lot better. Some engine technology and some agility and pays dividends. Okay. Now we're going to chuck this drive in. How far do we need to go? Where did I put my other screen that shows me the magic numbers? So this we can just read straight from, pardon me, from the number in the name, as we're not looking for anything smaller than the resolution. I mean, in theory we are, but like we do want to actually be able to travel the full distance. So that was in senses. Are we researching it? Nope. So 320 million kilometers. So we've got this drive. We will need a little more fuel. Thereabouts. I think this is going to get heavier. So if we go to 2, 10, so we can drop it a little. Or we can increase it a little. So how much do we have? We have 5. So if we went 2.2, sorry, 2.4 would give us 12. No, that's not about the square number. Yeah, it would be... The next square number is 16. 9, 16, right? Yeah. Which would be 3, which is, I think, too large. So we're going to go with 1.8 as our warhead strength. What size is this? 6.2. So we need to go a little bit less on one of these numbers. I guess we're going to fiddle with agility. So I think we're looking, based on our ships, I think we're looking more or less in this speed range. Maybe even a little slower, but basically if it's slower than this, it hits from these numbers. So, yeah, so what's optimal? That's worse. Slightly better. Okay, worse. Better. Seems about there. Which gives us just a little bit a size to play with, and I think we'll leave it alone. So this is a size 6 missile, more or less. And we will add you. We will create you, and we will add it to the series. Wow, this is a fast missile. Hoo-wee. Engine tech. You gotta get it. The world revolves around engine tech. Yeah. Nearly twice as fast. And again, we're looking at, I think, around twice the chance to hit. Apparently there are ICBMs in that list, so let's obsolete those because they're not interesting. Oh. Yeah, I really don't feel good. Might actually, maybe a flu, maybe coronavirus. I'll be fine. If I do have SARS coronavirus too, I'm quite young and healthy. But it will still be unpleasant. It's probably inevitable, really. My wife catches the train into work every day, so obsolete that. Alright, and in fact we will obsolete these, we don't need these anymore. So we've got those missiles, and why don't we queue up the research of them while we still have Nathan Hardy in the list. Here they are. Okay, Nathan will queue you, and we will queue you. These should be nice and quick. We should have a couple of free research labs, and we do. So the question is what to do with these. We could roll them into one of these. There was something else we needed to research, right? Sensors, I suppose. May as well get started on them. I think there's sort of like an advantage to just having multiple scientists working, because I'm not sure if the chance of a scientist improving their skills scales with the number of labs they're using. It doesn't really seem to. So, it doesn't matter which one we start on. We will create you with Archie Bennett, and we'll just queue up the rest of these. So we will queue you, and you, and you. Thank you very much. Carry on. Oh, designing the ships is going to be interesting. Interesting is one word for it, at least. Oh, gotta mind what I click on here. Alright, we have finished the ejection system. We're researching the missiles. These won't take very long, I think they're just a handful of points. Okay, there we go. Alright, so what are we going to have Nathan do after this? We could roll those labs into something else. What's our order of priorities here right now? So we don't have very much uranium. We only have 2 shipyards. We might want to get another one online, but we're working on labs, and I think we want to keep it that way. What do we need to get for our military fleet? We need to actually build a number of missiles, which I think our missile producing capacities are fine to get that done in a reasonable amount of time. We need to design and fabricate the ships, which will largely, I mean, these are more or less free. We can't design the ships until the sensors are done, and we may not want to design the ships until we're pretty close to ready. And we will also need a logistics fleet, which will carry at the bare minimum, I think, maintenance, supply points, and fuel. And we may also want to create a fleet of, I'm not sure I researched them, of the maintenance modules. Because I think if we just drop them sort of around an asteroid, it becomes a dry dock and we can use it if we want to stay further out. But that's probably not necessary. We might also want a giant magazine ship, so we can carry fewer missiles on each ship and be able to resupply them. Those ships, except for the maintenance supply point one. Okay, if we make a magazine ship, that's a military ship. If we make a maintenance supply point ship, that's also a military ship. Those can probably be variants of each other, and we won't want to build many of them. So they could maybe just be a small job in a shipyard, and they don't really depend on anything. Now the fuel ship that will be civilian, and that can't really be a variant, and it may just remain the Mary Douglas. So yeah, we could work on those, and we could churn them out of our shipyard, save building more, because we are running out of materials, and military ones are 10 times as expensive. What do you think? What do you think? What are you even looking at here? Running out of uranium. No, we got a bit. Low accessibility. Need more mines. Yeah, I think that's what we do. Because they don't need anything. We just finished the magazine. Oh, we have to research magazines, don't we? Oh, I forgot about this. Everything is a thing. Every single thing is a thing. Yeah. So... oh, we don't really know how... We don't know how many magazine missiles we want to be able to carry on a ship because we don't know our reload rates. So let's just get a quick idea of what our reload rates would be. Oh, my throat is shredded. This is... Might not record very much today. This is kind of painful. Oh, new species. Oh, is this where we do... Is this where we do this stuff? Yeah, cool. Probably. Alright. So we're looking at tubes, I think, or launchers. I can't remember what they're called. So for our size 6s, because we'll more or less be able to carry enough size 1s in size 1 missiles and anything. Where the faster reload rate, it is ship-based and normal size. Rate of fire is 90 seconds. That seems strangely familiar. Have we not finished researching the new one? We have. I thought it was already faster. This doesn't really help you think about higher sizes without knowing the maths. I'm sure that's on the wiki somewhere. I just won't check it right now. What were our current missile tubes? Not that screen, probably here. $180. I would have thought... Oh, okay, this is like reloading twice as fast. I'm a fool. So let's stay with our... did we stay with... Was it 10 minutes or 15 minutes? We'll stay with our 15-minute number. So how many missiles do we need in 15 minutes? It's 15 divided by 1.5, right? Which is just 10. So 10 missiles, which is 60 magazine capacity for a ship. Although, if we're going to have like a little magazine ship, we could get away with smaller magazines on the ships themselves. I just reload into them because I think that kind of happens instantly, but we may not want to bring up a large civilian-y, like unarmored ship in combat because it'll probably just get shot. So let's go with 60. Right, I think. Yeah, 60 size. Oh, come on. Magazine. And then I guess our magazine ship will just have more of whatever this is. Oh, but we're researching better armor, aren't we? And that affects the size efficiency. It's all so interdependent. Okay, well, we're about halfway through this, so we'll just wrap that one up, I think. And speaking of wrapping things up, I feel like I'm about to faint, and we might just leave it here. I'm gonna grab a glass of water and see about recording some more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.